God damn it. I forgot to open everything I needed because I'm a stupid bitch. Do do do. Where the fuck is the stream music? This is really awkward. You're not hearing a thing right now. Shit. Okay, open the goddamn. Does not normally take this long. Jesus. Okay. Okay, hey everyone, let's get over to the D&D scene here real quick. So anyway, first off, I want to say hi. Thank you for the raid, Jaden. Sorry that I didn't see you sooner. I was in the middle of doing what I do before every D&D session. Definitely not preparing. We do have 2 people out today, but we're gonna go on anyway because we do have 3 out of 5 people, and I think that's fine at this point. Anyhow, we're gonna get started. Let me cut off the music here. We don't do that around here. Let's get going here in just a moment.
Sarah.
Now, that was so good timing.
My God, Panda. Okay.
What?
I was saying zombies gonna undeafen in 3, 2, 1, now. And as
Oh,
I said, you undeafen.
Wait, you literally
nailed it.
nailed that. Okay.
100%.
Also, I just want you to know that in the time you were deafened, I speed shitted. I went to the shitter.
I didn't
and
need
got
to know
snacks.
that, but thank you.
Not shit. I didn't shit. Not all shitter visits are shit, but I went to the shitter.
Speed shitter.
Great. Again,
Panda
didn't
Alley.
need
speed
to know
session.
that.
The speed shitter session.
We should
I also got snacks. I also got
so-
snacks from my kitchen.
just
From-
to
okay, just specify from a different place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to recap from last session. It was quite a long, arduous trip we had last session. Everybody made their way back to Flumen after a while. We had another encounter with Sorsen and his crew, and eventually everybody went to the tavern for the night after being attacked by
Had
wolves.
some escargot.
Had some escargot. You were attacked by wolves in this cart on the way back, but you made it back safely. You know, Tempest, got a little bit, but don't worry about that part right now. We don't got to worry about that. And after having a great night in the tavern with your new hired friend, Dave, a druid firefighter who used to hail from Terratona, but is likely now fired because you hired him, you all took your time.
Fired. Took a better job.
Okay, yeah, he moved up in the world.
I'm your new manager.
He's moving up in the world.
He is. You all took a long rest in the nice Gilded Golden Inn, which is a inn that magically expands to fit any occupant that it so desires. As you all leave your room, you spent the night in. You all wait, not 16. That's
I
not the
remember
right
that from a TED talk.
What?
Shit,
I
wait.
remember that from a TED talk.
What is 24? What is
What?
24 minus 6? I'm such a 18.
18.
Not 6. 8.
There's a TED riddle.
16.
It's the infinite hotel paradox, and it's like, how do you
Oh,
fit
yeah,
infinite
yeah,
number
yeah.
of guests into an infinite hotel?
It's one about small and big infinites, isn't it?
Yeah, you
no
say
idea
like,
what
oh,
you're
you just
talking
move all guests to the next one,
Yeah.
and then infinitely you can store people in.
But you all
Anyway.
as you all leave your rooms in this hotel, it's got the same dingy hotel vibe any place has, but it's clearly a place meant for very rich clientele who might just be staying the night. The hallway down
My favorite place.
as you all, exit these doors, if you look down the hallway to where more rooms should be, it seems to stretch indefinitely with only doors on the left side of the hallway. And you notice your room is also very exquisite. They have a double beds for up to 2 people to sleep in, but I assume you all got your own room. There's huge golden chandeliers and even a piano in Lepori's room, but seemingly Lepori just got a better deal. And if you look up the hallway where you came in from, you are only with the 3 of you. Okay, I assume Sith would have taken somebody else's room, right?
Yeah, Sith doesn't pay for a room.
Of course.
Whose room do you decide? Choose wisely. I have a piano.
Which side of the spectrum do I choose?
While you're deciding that, as everybody
Tempest.
Hey!
as everybody leaves their respective rooms, as you look up the hallway to where you came in from, you notice strangely, Tempest, as you step out, you aren't even a door down from this guy. As soon as you walk in the direction, you will be at the front desk. You've been placed as close as possible to the front desk, even though you're remembering walking a much more considerable distance to get to your door, to get in your room.
My type of inn. Can we just live here?
But as you all exit, you can
Forget
hear.
about the time limit.
Yeah, we'll just
We're
wait till
gonna live here.
Monoferum does his thing.
Wait, so are we all a long rest?
Yes,
Yeah.
all of you at a long rest.
Do I get the day of bonding with my new deck?
You have not attuned to it yet, so no.
Oh, can I do that before I sleep?
No, you have already slept. You have already awoken. We're a little beyond that point. There will be.
Well, if I knew, I would have attuned
I
first.
mean, we're gonna be traveling by horse and cart from
Yeah, I
today,
guess.
right? So
Yeah.
that's time to attune.
And Dave, you notice, Tempest, your door is the closest to the desk. Lapori comes out the door right next to you. Dave comes out to the door next to Lapori, and he stretches, and he looks a little surprised. He's like, he looks down the hallway in confusion. He's like, I could have sworn I walked further down the hall.
Fucking magic, ain't it?
Yeah,
High class.
I guess so. This is high
Fucking
class.
magic shit. Crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, it didn't even cost me like more than 50 silver to get in here, so I'd say it was good for the night. But you can hear the hustle and bustle of town outside. Clearly, Flumen has resumed its normal activities, and while the audio doesn't do it justice, you can also hear the pitter-patter of a rainy morning beginning to form on the outside. But activities seem to go on as normal. Clearly, the rain won't stop anybody who's out about their business today.
Cool.
So what are we doing? I assume leaving.
Going to the fucking going outside, leaving.
As all three of you get to the door, you notice the clerk at the desk kind of waves to you. You know, they're an elvish person. They've got the long blonde hair that you might see in a movie. It's clearly this person is a fan of theatrics. He waves to you as you all leave, and you all walk out. And the streets have people walking around in them.
Real quick, what's the innkeeper's name?
You didn't catch it on your way in, as you were.
Is it Storson?
No, it is.
Long blonde hair, loves theatrics.
I have said Sorsen is bald several times.
Oh yeah, not Storson. The other one.
Anyway, you did not catch the name of the innkeeper as you as you went to your room. They don't really say much as they wave you out as you leave. But you step out onto the street and you notice the clouds forming and beginning to rain slightly as you exit. It's a pretty gloomy day today, but you do notice right outside the inn, the mayor is standing there. He's got this umbrella. He's holding it like any rich person would, trying to get out of the rain. Clearly not very experienced with it. He's wearing the same purple robes as before when you met him, and he looks about the same. And he greets you, oh goodness, there you are. I was worried you all had stepped into the river or something and drowned trying to continue without your horses. And he notions behind him to it's a much better looking cart than the one Dave bought. It's clearly got some metal. It's got a nice steel finish to it. The horses look better maintained and not bitten and injured, and they look like rich people horses. And the canopy over the cart now has a nice squared square shape to it instead of the original semicircle usually made to save resources when creating a cart. And the mayor is standing there with his purple robe and on theme purple umbrella, and he continues to address you. We do have the horses that we were told to give you by by Barnaby of Terratona, who I think is a de facto leader now, but that's just drama going on about the I don't know what to call it, the river, going down the river. Sure, that's what we can call it. And he notions to Tempest and kind of nods his head, and he looks back to the cart and says, it's all ready for you. If you'd like, I could order a stagecoach to drive your horses up wherever you need to go. I'm sure there's nothing else you really need.
Yeah, we should be good.
I think we're alright.
I just want to say that Lapori summoned a little mage hand, and is using it to like hold it just over Sith, while who's also floating on a mage hand. It's basically an umbrella.
Oh no, Panda, I was gonna say as well. Sith, the hand may be able to like carry like Sith and all, but when walking, Sith's a little longer than the hand. So Sith will also use his hand to cover Sith from the rain.
Amazing.
Sith is very displeased.
By the rain. Oh no. But yeah, the mayor's, kind of standing by the cart. Do you all get in?
Is Dave with us?
Dave is with you, standing out there.
Right.
Are we?
We should check out the store first, but
Yeah.
We can which part of town do you intend to leave up to the mountains or out back where you came? We can park it there for whenever you're ready to take it.
Our next point of position where we're going is most likely Fleet Sewings.
All right,
So-
we'll have it parked out by the bridge. You are aware of how to call Bartleby, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's our friend. I think he's Tempest's son at this point.
Okay. The bridge cannot be your son.
Don't worry about technicalities.
Okay, well, you're aware of the whole bell rules Bartleby
Yes,
has.
yes.
He's rather... Okay, good. And the mayor nods, and he motions for two guards wearing... Which, you haven't seen any Flumen guards recently, because they haven't needed to go around Flumen. But these guards, equipped with these spears, towed on their back, they're walking over. They have this purple leather armor. Seemingly purple is the color of royalty. And they're wearing a helmet that covers everything but their eyes. And they're wearing leather boots. They're wearing leather armor colored in purple with a metal helmet. And they both nod to the mayor as they begin to drag the horses back by the bridge. And Dave, watching them leave, kind of like leans over to Lepori excitedly. Do I get to drive that?
Absolutely, man.
Dave is clearly very happy to see this cart. It is way better than anything he's ever seen. But yeah, you've got all of Flumen ahead of you. I assume we want to go to Wondrous Wealthy Wares,
Yes,
as you all
we're
said.
going to Wondrous Wealthy Wares.
You walk up to the place aptly named Wondrous Wealthy Wares, and as you open the door, give me just a moment here.
Sorry, it's raining today. I hate it here.
I saw that too. Let me... I just heard Minecraft sound effects in the fucking realistic ambience for Medieval City. Okay. I fucking hate that. Like, alright, whatever. As you all walk into the store and open it up, you hear the sound of a shopkeep in the back, seemingly cleaning things and, prepping his shop. It's the early opening hours for him. It's early morning, Whoever this is clearly wasn't too ready for customers yet. And okay, this isn't the right fucking thing I wanted. And they're just cleaning in the back. The counter in front of you is empty of anyone who is manning it, and there's a small little, it looks like a register, but not like a modern register of any kind. And on the walls there's several shelves filled with various items, and you do take notice of a very noticeable red line in front of the shelves that kind of comes up from the shelves, curves around to the counter. The counter isn't as long as the room. The counter it takes up about 2/3 of the room's length, with space in between on either side for the shopkeep to walk from. And you can notice a door going to a small room behind it. Anyone like to...
Is there a bell?
Yeah.
There's not a bell, but you can take notice of, you don't quite know what it is, but there's something sleeping on the desk right next to the register.
Snuffles, go wake it up.
All right.
Well, how are you gonna wake it up?
Sorry, I was finishing my breakfast, and
Oh my god.
can you like go over and just go like tap 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 on the counter next to it?
As you go to tap this thing, you notice it's
Not on the thing, like the
Oh,
counter next to it.
on the counter. Okay. As you go to tap the counter, you get a better look at this little creature. It looks to be a small mushroom creature thing.
Sorry.
You can't quite make out exactly what it is, but as you tap the counter, this small it's not actually a creature, it is a small person that gets up. It goes, oh no.
damn.
Oh, did I go to sleep on the job again? Oh, I'm sorry, fellers. And he takes off the mushroom hat to reveal a more normal looking hat under him. And this
Okay, it's a mushroom hat. Can I buy the hat?
it's way too tiny for you.
Oh,
You notice
I'll buy it for Briar.
he's wearing this, he's wearing
Ask
these
for a bigger
nice
one.
blue overalls, and he's wearing these little blue overalls with a leather shirt underneath it, and he's like, how can I help you fellers? Please don't step over the red line. It's it gets dangerous whenever the boss isn't out here
Where
to
did you get your hat?
I carved it myself. That's where I got it. I carved it myself, and I've had it for almost my entire life. It grows alongside me. It's really weird. I like
It's
it.
amazing, and I love it.
Thank you. I'm just the clerk here, though. I don't have much of a role. But is there anything I can interest you in here in wondrous wealthy wares? He says that last part almost like a store employee would tell you to have a good day.
Do you have anything for let's say, like petrification or depetrification? I should say.
We have potion ingredients on that wall over there, and he points to the left side of the room, which, as you look, is filled with various alchemical supplies. Several ingredients such as river root or flower of the sun, and bottles and pouches to store things in, burners to heat your potions to get the reagents to react. He says, yeah, all that there's it's all alchemical supplies. If you were trying to make a brew to unpetrify someone, I mean, what kind of petrification are we talking? I could maybe whip something up to help with that if you needed.
Seemingly, I think like
What material?
they became gold.
Oh.
How am I doing this place? They became gold, I think.
Gold.
Yeah.
That is. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Gold is like the worst sort of petrification, said to last thousands and thousands of years. I don't think we have anything in house, but he kind of like taps his chin a little. I could see what the boss has in the back if you want.
If possible, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I can go get him real quick. He puts the mushroom hat back on his head, and as he hops down from the counter, you notice he holds onto this hat for dear life, as instead of falling like a normal thing would, he kind of sways side to side as if though he's gliding down, and he walks over to the door, and you notice as he walks over to the door in the back room, there's a smaller door made into the door that is just perfectly his size, and he opens the door and he shuts it, and you can hear murmuring of just between the two of them. And moments after this, the door flies open, not as if someone burst it open, but as if someone like slammed into it with their palm and let it open on his own. And this darker skinned elf person with this shorter black hair, wearing clearly what is to be a wizard's outfit of a very distinct blue color, with several different alchemical pouches on his waistband, puts his hands on the counter and he says, "What are you dealing with that has to do with golden petrification?"
If I knew, I'd tell you.
Like, what kind of beast has access to this? What the?
Gonna be honest, the person kind of just like went, "Why did you do this?" and then became gold. So like, it's weird.
That's not very specific.
Listen, if we could tell, I think it's like some sort of fucking corruption bullshit, but I don't fucking know.
Have you heard the rumors about Teratona?
Well, yes, it's all that anybody's talked about, really. And
Well,
It's related to that.
That seed, yeah, that seed made
Oh, the
someone
seed
petrified in
going-
gold. No.
You're telling me that seed caused golden petrification?
It got corrupted, and we kind of had to put it down. But
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can't imagine Teratona likes you very much now,
actually,
because
once you
We
see
saved
this,
them.
they're like, oh, thanks, mate.
that relics is thousands of years. Oh God.
Well, it was going wild and killing everything and destroying the entire place.
Yeah, no.
So
Oh, let me guess. The lead. Oh, right. The leader was killed in the middle of the attack, and let me guess who congratulated you. Barna. What was it? Barnaby? Lieutenant? I can't remember his name. He's a
Fuck if I
fucking
know.
That's
idiot.
beyond the point. You have
He's
anything
mean.
back there that can help with gold.
he didn't give
I-
me his fucking.
I
weed
mean,
deep in the city.
I'd have some in emergency supplies. I keep stock of potions able to cure the most wildest ailments, but I'm not going to allow you to. I'm not going to allow
Oh,
you
fine.
to.
If you want to apply it, we can go take you. It's pretty close, actually.
I would prefer to deal with this myself. I'd only ask for, I don't know, what you've got 50 silver pieces. The ingredients to refill my supply are not cheap.
How much are they?
50 silver.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
Listen, I don't know what she means by that either. That's quite a steep price for me. So
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I can give you 50 silver.
Okay. Knave. He points to the gnome now standing back on the counter with the mushroom hat on. Yeah. Just stay here and mend the shop. I'm gonna go figure out whatever this is. And he steps back into the back room and he comes out holding this vial of a very bright blue liquid and he puts it in one of his pouches. He's like, is this victim of gold petrification here?
yeah, pretty close actually. I'll take
Pretty
it.
high.
Do you two want to stay here and I go, or do you guys want to stay? Do you guys want to go with me? I mean, or do you guys want
Rather
to stay
not
here?
the body again.
Yeah, that's fine. I saw her like
Meow.
last night.
Meow.
Meow.
Okay.
All right, meow. I take that meow as would rather stay
Why
here.
does
I
your-
guess. I don't know.
Why
Around,
does your
you go
cat
take them.
meow like it wants to take me on a date?
Are you judging my cat?
No,
I
it's
think
just
more
meowing.
take you out is in it's gonna kill you. But
Yeah, that's
anyway, that's not here nor there. Anyway,
all
Yeah,
right.
you two go. I'll pay
let's
you when you
go.
get back.
The man follows you out of the store, and I assume you take him behind the tavern where you found the body.
Yep.
Tempest and Sith, do you get up to any shenanigans, or do you wait patiently?
Oh, absolutely.
What are you trying to do?
Yep. The big boss is out. Fucking feel free, besties.
Tempest, do you require the guiding cat beans?
No. What else you got, little mushroom guy?
If you look on that wall over there, we have several books, and we also have several runic crystals that could allow for your own magical item creation. We like to pride ourselves on teaching others to do what we do best. We also take custom orders, but I warn you, those are not cheap.
Books. Books.
Sorry, my
What? What'd you?
you're half of what you said they had.
Oh, I think lagged out a second.
I said that they have runic crystals for your own magical item creation if you're if you have the know-how to do that. We also take, custom orders and installation, but it takes a while for that. And it's not cheap.
So is there
What
like
do you
a is there
recommend,
a,
little guy?
is there a countertop here?
Yes.
I'm guessing. So Sith's gonna just hop up onto the countertop.
Oh, hello, kitty.
Okay, so let's get it down to the point. Magical
Oh.
item creation, yes.
Yeah. Does it
Interesting,
the gnome
interesting.
looks to Tempest. Does it normally do that?
Of course, it's my cat.
And
Okay.
Tempest's cat.
Yes.
That's all you need to know. Do you perhaps have instructions or guidebooks or anything like that to
well,
pursue such a field?
Well, do we have any
You
books?
would have-
Do you have any books here?
We don't teach it here because you need to have several years of experience. It's a college profession to make these things.
College profession.
Unless you want to go to the Renovamen School of Magic all the way up in the dens of forest, I can't see how you're gonna learn that anytime soon.
Keep a note of that, Seth.
I shall. Renovamen.
I'm sorry, you
magic,
came
though.
to the realm of Renovamen and you didn't even know what the Renovamen School of Magic is?
Okay, in
Yes, it
other
wasn't
news,
actually
what do
talked
you
about in the Feywild.
recommend?
What do I recommend? Well, there is a book up there about how to make potions for beginners. A lot of beginner stuff. We have more advanced spell book things, but some of them are in languages I can't read.
That's okay. I can read about anything right now.
Do you even know what languages they are, though? I mean, unless
I
if
don't
you.
know. Do you?
Well, no. That's why I'm.
I
That's
can
why.
find out eventually.
Oh, okay. And those runes, he points to a part of the wall where there's several like shelves of these crystals that all have differing symbols on them. If you look at the top, those are the most expensive ones. They're the elvish ones. Below that are the dragonborn ones, and then you just have everybody else underneath.
So
So,
what
do
do
you
you? What's
actually?
good in your opinion?
The crystals aren't really quality of crystals depends on what you're trying to make. If you're trying to enchant a piece of armor, dragonborn crystals might be best. If you're trying to create a magical item out of an everyday object, elvish are the best. The rest of them, I don't fucking know. Weapons, random objects, books, they could be good for anything. You just have to try. It doesn't really matter what you attempt to apply it to either. It could be anything, and it would
How
probably
much
work.
are those elven ones then? I have to
15
ask.
gold apiece.
Tempest, do we have that kind of money?
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Technically.
Good to know. Good to know. Do you have any actual items themselves, or is it just
Yeah.
these little?
That would be a
catalysts?
custom order, and depending on the
We
power,
don't have the
and
time
you
for
need to have
this.
you need to have
How
the
do I
ba-
get a hat like yours?
I mean, you could just go carve out a mushroom and enlarge it. I'm sure that's easy to do.
Cool.
Well, probably not. I mean, I didn't have to enlarge it because I'm as small as the mushroom. So I just wore it on my head.
These crystals, they do allow me, but needing a college education to use them.
You,
What does your boss keep in the back?
um, emergency supplies, experimental things. He doesn't really allow me back there
Experimental?
Will we
unless
be allowed to go look back there?
unless you're highly trained wizards for your own safety. No. And also,
mean-
he points to the red line. Anyone who's not attuned to the store will be brutally exited.
Is there a way we can attune to the store to perhaps take a look?
Do you want to work
may-
here?
I mean, I may not be a wizard, but I am magical to my own degree.
I work for like half an hour. Is that good
You-
enough?
Unless you're needed back behind the counter, no, I'm afraid you'd have to really apply, and plus, we're kind of overstaffed with just me and the boss. We don't really get much
So There'd be
business.
like no way for us to get a look back there even briefly.
Do you want to die, respectfully?
This one's no fun.
You want an answer to that respectfully?
I mean, no, I'm just saying it's dangerous back there. I mean, you touch one
And-
wrong thing and the whole shop might explode. And he
We'd
points to
be
the
very careful.
he points to
I'm
the
a
shelf
very
again. With all these
careful
alchemical materials, several of which could explode upon the slightest change
I'm
of
a
temperature.
very careful person.
Okay.
With all
to-
due respect,
to put
destroying
this
one.
conversation back on track.
Okay.
How long would you say is like the fastest we could learn to use these magical creation
I mean,
type crystals?
If you want to make good magical items, you'd either have to be one of those stuck-up sorcerer types, or you'd have to expend raw energy if you wanted to do it without training. With training, you can do it without renting your body.
Do you have the training?
No. The boss does, though.
I mean, I don't have the training, but I might know someone.
Gordon refuses to, if that's who you're referring to.
Oh, no.
He
I
dare
have-
not step in here after the boss, He looks to the side a little bit. As
I
he...
have my own friends. A
Wait,
lot
as
more.
the boss, what?
They, the boss and Gordon, I shouldn't be talking about the boss's
No,
personal
What's
life.
their history? Come on.
They're exes.
Oh.
Oh my.
And it wasn't a very, uh...
Was it a bad breakup?
He's twiddling his thumbs, trying to not talk about it further.
Was it a bad breakup?
The plot thickens.
They used to be business partners about 10 years ago, and then they split. Gordon went to the magic school. The shop sorta went to shit a little bit, and the boss blames him. It's not very...
What if I was to
Unfortunate.
tell you the one that got turned into gold? Is that one?
The gnome's face goes like he gets the face like on his sorry, I'm trying to describe it. He just has this look of pure shock. He says, "What?"
Well, was. I was gonna say is. Was.
Well, hopefully is being ungoldified.
I
Petrified? Whatever.
that's not amazing. We're gonna give
I mean, it could go well.
We're gonna give Lepori a chance to actually interact again. Lepori, you bring the boss, as he's been so called, up to the body of Gordon, which has now been slightly how do I put this? Uncovered with trash. And as the boss looks on it, he kind of like squints for a moment, and he turns his head, and then he turns to you and says, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is this the magical school teacher?
Yeah, we were going for a lesson, and then he kind of went, "You should have done something" or some bullshit, and then kind of became fucking this.
And then this happened.
Yeah. Do you know him?
Without a second thought, he takes the vial out of his pocket, rears his hand back, and throws it as hard as he can at the face of Gordon. You watch as the glass shatters all over the golden statue's face, and he kind of like waves his finger in a circle and repositions the glass right below the feet of the statue, and then crosses his arms waiting for the serum to work. And as you observe, the serum slowly begins to like change the gold back to skin and clothes, and Gordon doesn't quite see anything yet. You notice a vacant stare, but as he blinks a couple times, rubs his eyes, he brushes himself off, turns to the boss that is standing
Hello,
there next to
Gordon.
you, and he goes, Ilt. And the boss turns to him and goes, Gordon. And he takes a step forward, and again you watch as the boss wiggles his finger. The sandal that he was wearing comes off, and before he notices, he steps in the glass, and you hear him go as he attempts to not make a sound of pain as the sandal slips back on, and the boss goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the glass there. I would have moved it out of the way if I knew you were going to step on it." And Gordon turns and goes, "Just 'cause I'm more successful than you doesn't mean you have to be spiteful. I know, I'm just being spiteful because I can."
Lepori's doing that like one drama face of like two hands on like cheeks and going, "Oh," and looking between them as this is happening. Just, "Oh."
I'd really appreciate it if you just run along home and we can forget about this little interaction happening. And as Gordon takes another step, he seemingly doesn't notice he's missing an arm as he continues to walk away.
Thought
And
they put it back
I
on.
thought they put
and
it back
the
on.
boss,
Yeah.
the boss kind of looks at the arm that is now on the ground, and he's like looking
Did they
back in
not-
between the two of them, and you can notice these little
They
sear
didn't
marks.
Put it on right.
You can notice the little sear marks on the arm, and the boss is just like, uh, uh, um. He's kind of like mouthing, and Gordon turns, seemingly also still not noticing, and going, "What?"
So some passers-by decided they'd be funny and cut off your arm to taunt us. So
What do you mean? My arm's
if
right
you
here.
look-
He waves with the arm that is currently still on.
your other.
My other one, it's right here. You notice the arm on the ground wriggles in a waving motion. It's right
That's
here.
fucking terrifying.
It's right here. It's right here.
I'm
And
gonna-
he kind
I'm
of
gonna pick
puts
it up
his
and wave at him.
and he kind of puts his like existing arm still in the place where the arm is. He's like, why is that not on me?
So basically, some fucking sorcerer and their two dipshits came around and pretended to be you to get at us, to be like torturing us or whatever. I don't really give a shit. But then they like took your arm to try and taunt us, and we were like, okay. And so, but and then after I said,
Can I have my arm back?
Yeah, I'll just like give it to him. It's like, yeah. And so while they were doing that, they like kind of try to put it back on by melting a sword and putting it back on. Guess it didn't fucking work, but now, honestly, that could be pretty fucking useful if you learn how to control it.
No! I want my
Yes.
arm back on my body!
Okay, well, that could probably happen, but also you could use it to open two books at once from different places.
The boss
you-
is
you could be
giving
some really
you
cool
a
shit.
death stare right now as he immediately rushes over. Oh my, okay. He takes the arm out of his hand and kind of like sticks it back on, and he looks to be sort of screwing it, but you notice he's like moving his hands around the spot of incision, and he looks back to you and goes, what are you still standing there for?
What do I need to do?
I'm putting an arm back on.
I'm not fucking magical. I don't know what to do.
You interrupt this, you're gonna fuck it up.
Oh, I'm not going to interrupt anything. Don't worry.
And he
I'm going to stand here. the
he
entire
continues to move his arm or move his hands around the arm. Gordon looks to be trying to not show any signs of pain, and eventually, maybe after about a minute or so, he takes his hands off, wipes his brow, and goes, "Okay, do not get it cut off again, or I'm not going to be able to do that." And Gordon just kind of like rubs his face with his arm that wasn't cut off. He's like, is it gonna stay on?
Holy shit.
The boss looks to you and then looks back to Gordon. Yes, it should stay on so long as you don't have a dipshit like this cut it off from you again. Or
I didn't cut it off.
you're the kind of person that would.
I would never. And I told you, they try to use it so they could pretend that
Yeah,
like,
okay,
he was you.
sure. A sorcerer was walking around in broad daylight
Yeah.
in one of the most well-known
Oh
magical
no, not in
place
broad
for
daylight.
wizards.
Was pretending to be
Okay,
Gordon.
walking around in pub. What?
It wasn't daylight. It was nearly midnight. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry. Someone was.
Yes, someone was pretending to be you. So
He
then
turns-
when we came in after
no,
killing
that
the
was
siege.
boss talking. He turns to Gordon, seemingly
Okay.
ignoring you. Where were you last night? I
Oh.
was
He was,
petrified.
yeah, this has been going on for like a day or two. So if you've seen this guy, yeah. Basically, a day or two after the night market crash, he's been kind of like that.
What's your passive
and so-
perception?
I'm fucking like 12.
You notice the boss's face reddens greatly.
I fucking knew it.
Let's just go back to the store. We don't need to worry about this. Gordon,
I'm gonna,
a good
like,
day
go
to you.
over-
And he
Put a
waves
ha-
he waves his
I'm gonna
finger
put a
and you
hand on his
notice the
shoulder.
glass.
Just, it's fine. Listen, you didn't know. Listen, I won't tell anyone what, but I can get.
I would kill you if you did. Let's just go
Oh,
back to
you
the
can
store
try.
and attend to
Anyway,
your
let's
needs.
go back to the store.
He continues to walk back to the store, having a walk like he's not embarrassed, and Gordon just kind of watches from afar as he, heals his injured foot that is from all of the glass that he stepped in, and he just observes as you walk back, and The boss
We need to
comes.
talk to you.
The boss comes back into the store and notices Knave on the counter with the cat, and he's like, please, I would rather we not have the cat on the counter.
It's okay. We were just talking about you.
No, if it steps over the line, you'll activate the security system. The line is he points to behind the counter.
Sith is a little smarter than that.
Ignored
Thank
that
you
we
very
were
much.
just talking about you.
He's a little flustered right now, and he goes behind the counter and he's like, okay, now that that's out of the way, the 50 silver, please.
Oh yeah, here you go.
I just like kind of go up to Tempest and go, wait, actually, no, fuck that. I'm just gonna like go to the like back of the store, look at an item, pretend to pick it up, and then like going, wow, look at this, Tempest. I'm gonna point to Tempest, and by the point, I'm gonna use a message. so only Tempest hears this, and I go, I'm pretty sure that Sorson as Gordon, that's the reason they're exes now. Because apparently they met each other last night, and now he's fucking flustered as shit knowing it wasn't actually Gordon.
So, Mr. Boss Dude,
Mm-hmm.
what did you get up to last night?
I went to dinner.
With who?
No one.
I'm just like chuckling to
sure?
myself.
By myself. Why are we inquiring
Oh.
about this? You're here to buy things.
We've heard about your, ex-partner.
No. Nuh-uh.
I don't know if they're
Oh.
ex-partners anymore. I think they most likely need to talk or
Your
something. But
ex-fuckers.
God, am I that
Um.
gay? Jesus.
well, no, I'm not stopping. But I'm like, if
Or maybe they're
it wasn't,
current fuckers?
if last night was the reason you're no longer together, that's kind of not on.
All we
Gordon.
did was go out to dinner. Gordon said he wanted to try again, and I indulged him, but
Oh, okay. So it's the opposite. All right.
then he didn't.
Maybe you should try again with the actual one.
Yeah. If you enjoyed last night, try with the actual one.
That
Yeah.
wasn't him. That was some person.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro,
Can
you
we not
know,
discuss
you
my
were thinking about him
relationships
if
that
you
you found
agree.
out about through my talkative clerk who's supposed to just.
If
He's
you
kind of like.
agreed to go out with him, you're still thinking about him.
Yeah.
I-
If you miss him, like this is all I'm saying is if you agreed to it and enjoyed it,
look.
then
I've got
maybe.
this book on how to date for dummies.
You're pulling that up. I know how to date people. Why are we discussing this again? They're just here to buy things. He's like sweating
Well,
and like
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Your shop kind of sucks.
what do you what?
Why would anybody want to buy something they have to get a college education for?
He
in
turns-
order to make
he
a
turns
thing,
to the gnome.
instead of just buying the
Knave,
item.
did you tell them we install them? Knave turns up and goes, they were more interested about you. We install those for cheaper, and I have the training to do that.
Ah,
You just
I
need-
wasn't
So
there.
what- so
What am I
your
talking
guy
about?
has an amazing hat, but isn't the best at stuff. What do you recommend?
Oh, what I recommend, well, if you're big on potion making, anything from that wall could make you something nice if you experiment. They're all highly unvolatile if you pick from the left shelf. The right shelf is
Next.
the more volatile things. What I really recommend, though, are a lot of the Elven and Dragonborn infusing crystals. If you bring an item to me, I can attempt to imbue it with either anything if you want to leave it up to chance, or I could imbue it with something specific, but I can't give you guarantees on that. The bigger the item, the harder it gets.
What's the best you can do?
I think the best thing I can do is when I sold a ware to the night market, which was a card of infinite sides, and no matter how many times you flipped it over, it would be a different card. It really fucked up someone at a poker game. So there's some
Damn.
other. There
I
was
wanna
one
steal that
other.
one.
There was one other thing I made. It was a spear that you could extend the pole of as long as you'd like. As long as you had the strength to do it, you could hit anyone with the tip as far away as you could. There was also an experiment I was commissioned to try of a if you can believe it, a really old Mortiferum script, but the script burned my hand as I tried to touch it, so I couldn't really do anything with it, but I was able to understand the effect and imbue
A
it
zombie
with the
sword.
item. No.
So,
Ah,
Tempest, we have the gold for one of these elven crystals, right?
We do.
The gold is for the crystal material wise, and then I only require another 3 gold for installation. And the process does take a little while, but we find ways to get these to you.
can we? Does it work on pre-magic items?
No, you have to bring in a regular item, and
Okay.
I put the thing into the item, and it makes it do something. Now, I
Oh.
should note that these are more susceptible to destruction, because I have to physically put the crystal on the object, and if that gets destroyed, the item is no longer magical. They're pretty
Okay,
easy
in
to break
terms of
too.
funds,
Watch.
Tempest,
He
how affordable?
he
In
beckons.
terms of funds,
He beckons like he kind of like makes a 2-finger like beckon to the bottom shelf.
manageable.
He takes one of the crystals that was on the shelf, holds it between 2 pinched fingers, and cracks it in half like an egg. They don't tend to be very durable, so one good smack and your item is no longer magical. And he just kind of
So
like
you can just
pinches it into
dispose
dust.
of them like that?
Those ones on the bottom are more cheaper. You don't really need to you don't really need to kill a creature of the type in order to get it.
Is there a question? A question. Is there a sort of a one that can seal properties until it's broken?
Seal.
Like, so, for example, if I had a magic, like, if I put something, not a magic effect, I don't know.
Hypothetically, if you had a thing with something
hypothetically,
really bad
could
on
I-
it, could
yeah.
you stop it?
Or, like, if I, yeah. So, like, if I had something that, I don't know, if I had something that would catch fire and then I stopped it, would it then catch fire? Like, would this gem stop it catching fire until I broke it?
So
Is there
you're
any of them
saying
sealing
so you
properties?
want an item to be unable to be burned.
I want to make a pipe bomb.
That's really elementary. I could whip that up with some stuff in the alchemical. If you're looking for
Oh,
bombs.
that was, in fact, my next question was, which of these would make the biggest explosion?
Well, the best explosion you could really get is flash firing oil, which is good for
Oh.
cooking potions. You could not, like, put it into a potion. You just throw that with a little bit of heat and kaboom.
Oh,
Made
how much is flash fire oil?
Flash fire oil comes, it's pretty hard to make. I'd say about 50 silver per vial.
Oh, interesting. Let me get a calculator up real quick. Can
How
I
many
have
of these are you
five-
trying to buy?
Can I have 5 silver from someone?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I can get 9 with just my silver.
Okay. He does the same thing he did at the other shelf and places and gets a small little bag out and puts all the little oil flasks in and ties it shut, putting it down on the counter. Will that be all, or do you have any installations we want to make? We do a lot here.
Actually, I might as well. Yeah, I just like to start taking off my armor, or just like start getting. Like, yeah, could I get this armor upgraded with a Dragonborn crystal?
Yeah, those are 15 gold apiece, and then I need.
Yeah.
How many pieces of armor would you say you take off?
It's just called leather armor. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, we need 18 gold total. I could do my best to make it stretch throughout the entire armor. Any effect specifically you want on it?
I love chains, so I'll go with whatever the fuck it gets.
Perfect. Dragonborn crystals are actually pretty good for armor, so you made the right choice there.
Oh, amazing.
He beckons one of the more red crystals that are on the shelf. The crystals below it are more white in color. The red appears. Well, it does cost 18 gold, and I will warn you, you will be without your armor for a few days, as the imbuing process is arduous.
I think it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. do you
We've
give
had our we've had our stay in Flumen extended by a few days then.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure my AC just goes down by 1.
Oh,
my
yeah,
current
'cause it's-
AC is like just leather armor is 11 plus dex, but normal
What did I say? They
non-armored
find a way
is
to get
10
it
plus
to us.
dex.
We don't have to stay here while any of this happens.
Yeah,
So it goes 1 down.
he said that he would find a way to get it to you. Do you give him the 18 gold that he asked?
Yeah.
He takes oh boy. Yeah, we'll get this done as soon as we can, and we'll figure out a way to get it to you. He takes the armor and he like kind of folds it, puts it under the counter with the crystal. Will there be anything else that you need today, or?
Sith's like still staring at these elven crystals, just curious.
I can give you because I took your money for last time, Sith. If you want me to get you one, I'm happy to. Because I took your.
It's
cut.
a matter of what I wish to do with it.
Oh,
Huh?
the cat speaks. Okay.
The cat does speak. Thank you very much.
The cat can kill.
It's
Don't
not the
touch my
weird. It's
cat.
not the weirdest thing I've seen. I won't lie to you. I've been all across Renovamen. There's not much that I haven't seen.
So Sith is gonna ring his little bell, and the mage hand's gonna pop out again. Gonna reach into his little bag. He's gonna pull out just a second bell.
Uh,
Sith has
okay.
spares.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna place it on the table and be like, "I want you to infuse this with any sort of elven magic you can."
You want to leave it up to chance?
This is gonna backfire on both of you, and I
I
I love
suppose.
random chance. I love.
It-
Surprise me.
Elven is perfect for
Seduce me.
non-conventional weapons, so I'm sure something will. He does the same thing, beckoning one of the more greener crystals into his hand and taking the spare bell and puts it in the he puts it under the counter. That'll be 18 gold, please.
Gonna turn to Lapori,
Yeah, I got it. I got
eyes
it.
widen.
Oh. He takes the gold and puts it in his pocket. Anything else?
So you said you've been all around Renovamen, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have to go places in order to.
Yeah. What's the best way to get through the mountain?
Oh. Well, from my time at working at the Renovamen School of Magic, I would say the staff tunnels, but those are heavily guarded, and I don't think you'd want to go that way. Plus, the location's secret anyway, so like you won't exactly be able to find it. They actually modify your memory so you can't remember where they
That's
are.
right, a way that we can use.
There are some paths into the mountains that have been carved over time from Fritsuens, so if I would recommend anything, take a stop at Fritsuens, gear up, and then cross the mountains that way. That would
Cool.
be...
That was our plan then.
Oh,
Thank you.
good. Then you at least were making a good decision there. You do have a stagecoach and everything, right? It gets cold
Yeah.
up there. Okay, good. We'll find a way to get your items to you when they're ready. But will there be anything else for you, or is that all you needed today?
That's all.
Okay, good. We'll have, since you've given us two of the items at the same time, I'll be able to fulfill your order within probably the next 3 days or so. Depending on any hiccups, such as, I don't know, Flumen getting attacked, doubtful. We shouldn't
Zombie.
Knock on
problems.
fucking wood right
Zombie.
now. Knock on fucking wood right now.
You know, hoping nothing bad happens. Sure, I'd say, I don't know.
No, I'm
the end
saying
of
this
the
in
world.
character. Knock on wood right
I'm
now.
looking
whoa,
directly at zombie.
Flumen's been known for its general
Knock on
neutral...
wood.
Okay, he knocks on the counter. Flumen's known for its general neutralness, and there hasn't been a war here in the past, like, thousands
Zombie.
years.
Knock on wood again, and then we're leaving. Say
We are
another
not
word.
okay. He knocks on the wood. Please stop giving me dating
Leave,
advice.
leave.
Oh,
Before he
okay.
says something else.
Okay, you all make your way out of the store. The boss,
Is it
waves.
still raining?
It is indeed still raining.
I hate it.
you
here.
spent-
I just pick up Sith and like tuck Sith in like a cloak or something and be like, good enough.
Better.
You spent about an hour
accepts.
hanging out in the store. And you're now. Dave was waiting for you by the door. He's like, "Oh, hey guys." And now you're all waiting outside the Wondrous Wealthy
Wait,
Wares.
so
Are we?
should we actually go check on Gordon again now?
Yeah,
or-
we most likely should go say hi at least. Say like, hey,
Yeah.
we saved you.
Okay.
What's keep happening?
So, are you all making your way to the School of Magic in Flumen? You make
It
your
is time.
You make your
Let's do
way
it.
down into the school, opening the doors to see the same scenario, and immediately as you walk in, you hear, "Where is it?" as some frantic searching sounds can be heard throughout the entire, you can't actually see Gordon, but you could hear the sound of the searching coming from somewhere down by the stage.
Hey, Gordon.
Are you yelling to him? Because he is about 100 foot away from you.
Yep, I'm
Skills
yelling.
chew.
He does not hear you.
Cool. I'm gonna go walk down.
Are you all following, I assume?
I'm walking,
Yes,
following,
yes.
yeah.
You all make your way up to the stage, and you notice that the shuffling is coming from the bookshelf that you saw Sorson walk out of a little while ago when he was disguised as Gordon, and you can hear this frantic search. Where is it? Where? Oh, fuck. Did he steal that
Gordon!
shit? Fuck. Coming! You can hear the same tidying up sounds, and he walks out of the bookshelf, hands together. Oh, great. Can I ask what happened in my absence?
Well, you kind of
The
went to
sorcerer
go.
pretended to be
Right,
you
right. Okay.
Yeah, we kind of saved you, and then we
and
came
reached
home.
into your bookshelf and
Oh,
like
shit. Did people for tutoring come in? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We weren't here. We were saving you from being petrified.
Okay, because I got like about 10 notices of cancellation on my desk of traumatized students and rumors going around I need to
Oh, yeah,
handle.
Awesome.
there was
what?
the
Sorcerer.
sorcerer that pretended to be you.
Yeah, sorcerer pretended
Who?
to be you. Fucking
have I-
Sorcerer or some bullshit.
I'm sorry.
You went on a date with your ex.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know why he was so like
Sorson,
Kind
did you
of,
catch Sorson the sorcerer?
Sorcerer Supreme or some bullshit?
There's a lot of S names.
Not support Sorcerer Supreme. What is it? Fucking.
First off, we went to school together. Second off, he is a current teacher at the Renovamen School of Magic. What was he doing here?
Oh,
Tormenting us.
Tormenting you.
Being sent on a mission to deal with us.
Yeah, we kind of like are kind of the
You know,
targets of him
rune
now.
burning.
What? What?
Oh
Rune?
yeah.
How does he know?
He taught some some little goblin how to rune burn.
No. He runs back behind the bookshelf. No.
guessing he took that
Was
book
that
Oh.
what your book was on?
Oh, that's not
Or
good.
what was your book on?
Oh, that was about the compilation of several dark arts and spells I had. It was a compilation of dark arts I had marked down and also personal spells. You know, the thing where I stop time sometimes and I, use it for funny things or demonstrations. I wrote that down in there and.
You did that.
Yeah, he knows how to do
Oh,
that now.
oh,
Yeah,
good.
you did
Oh,
it
good.
first.
Oh, he knows how to do that now. Great. That's.
No, he did it once.
And he's on contract work now.
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is they have a lot of money.
and they're kind of somehow underneath Nulliferum, which is real confusing.
that-
but like,
No, that is
yeah,
probably
no, that's what I
code.
thought. Like, he's dead, isn't he? But
He-
like,
Do we
long.
look like
Well,
we're
okay,
lying?
not dead. As I stated this in the lesson. He ran off,
Yeah.
and nobody's seen him for hundreds of
Yeah.
years. So he's
Yeah,
presumably.
either
I
way, they're
think
getting
he's
paid
back.
a lot to stop us, and they're trying to do it through rune burning another darker.
Great, wonderful. If you see
And
him,
knowing
kill
that he's
him
a teacher there, we are making our way up to the area, kind of.
into the dens of forest.
yeah,
Oh, okay. He kind of puts his hand on his chin and walks around. You specifically heard he was contracted to stop you.
they were
Well,
getting paid. Yeah, we
There's
talked
a
to one of
lot
their
of money
underlings.
on stopping us.
Yeah, like some like
Okay.
200 fucking platinum or some shit. I'm like, holy fuck, can I have that? And they were like, no.
Normally, what he would do in our school years would be he'd take contract work from students to fuck with them because he was naturally more powerful than a lot of them. Then when he got older and got an actual job at the school, he'd take it from criminals who wanted him to do things to other criminals, and he just became this sort of,
Honestly, he seems like a bitch.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, he tends to be like that, but he,
Oh, he's also
He-
the one behind your arm.
Yeah.
oh,
They
is
kind
that
of cut it off
okay?
and then taunted it at us.
But
And
then
then
he
we
felt
kind-
bad and like tried to put it back.
Yeah, but
Right.
in the end, we fucked him over. I took one of his items.
You took something?
Yeah.
Hold on. He has items on him? What
I don't know.
kind?
He had a bag, and I got this sick fucking.
Oh,
deck from
also
him.
one of them left us notes with like magic items and then other words,
Can I-
hair and.
can I see
other
them?
stuff. Yeah.
You're handing him the notes you got from the one note you got from Shiro last time and the other note you got from some guy at the bar, at the tavern, I mean. Those
Yeah.
notes. He reads the notes. Who? Okay, well I see Sorsen. Who? Well, I can tell from the letters. Sorsen. Who are the other two S's? I know the amulet.
Shiro.
Hero,
Shiro?
And
What?
samurai fucker, and then some other stupid guy.
Sprocket.
Did he happen to have overalls on, white
Yeah.
hair?
The scrapper, and then there was a samurai.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking.
Shiro's great though.
he
Don't get
Shiro's
me wrong.
great, and
He
it's just doing
throws
it for money.
he throws the paper back at you. I don't know who this Shiro is, but Sullivan is. Well, he was the one.
Cringe?
He was the
Idiot?
one kid at school that you don't know how he did all of his assignments. He got perfect A's, but he was fucking stupid. Straight stupid.
Oh, he probably cheated.
No.
likely.
No. I kept a close eye on him. I sat right next to him. I was one of the smartest kids in my class. He
Was
never
he
cheated.
one of those people that like just draws images and then they kind of
No.
just magically get a good score?
No, he wrote down all the right answers. I know because I cheated off him sometimes, but he outside
Maybe
of
he's
class,
naturally
Not,
gifted.
like,
he was an idiot.
Street smart.
Oh no. He was both book smart and dumb smart. Any question you'd put on paper in front of him, he'd be able to write and get correctly. But then if you asked him what 3 plus 7 was, he would tell you 12.
Well,
He's
he's
an
good at
idiot.
remembering the stuff, I guess.
I don't know what it means about his hair, but I don't know anything about a
I'm
sword
assuming
either.
these are just magical items.
I think his
Um,
hair's a magic item,
Probably
and that's
knows
very
the
funny.
amulet. Was the amulet of yellow color with a teardrop shape?
I don't know, was it?
Because that is a highly powerful amulet that I don't know how Sorsen has.
Was it? Does anybody know?
I don't remember hearing about an
Do we
amulet.
need to roll history to see if we remember?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll history. Roll history for me,
Alright.
Glenn. That is the first roll we've had to make all session.
23.
I got
23?
2 plus 0 is 2.
Wow, get
I have a
trolled.
+5 for history. 23.
Wonderful.
I'm so glad you
Sith,
do.
do you try to
I'm fucking
remember?
good as shit.
Oh no.
Jack of trades.
Tempest, you
Ah,
you completely vividly remember this amulet having a teardrop yellow gem on it that Sorsen was wearing.
Yeah, it is that.
Great. That is the amulet of sorcery. That is the only source art of
Do you have any books on it?
No, because it's a relatively ignored artifact that is so
Well, that's
powerful it's said to
stupid.
only be wielded by sorcerers without dying by wearing it. It was an old mortiferum artifact, so much so the original name was sort of scribbled off. It was just called the Amulet of Sorcery because, okay, what it does, what it does, shit, I can't remember. What does it do?
I just smile slightly at at Tempest. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna go for next.
What? I'm sorry, I can't remember what it does, but it does something. Be wary of it.
Do you have memory issues?
No, I just physically can't
Does it
remember.
is it just like? Does it feel like it was magically taken out of your memory?
No, just regular old forgetting. I would know
Okay,
if it was magical forgetting.
Well, I don't know. He's got a powerful amulet,
Look, I know
but we don't know what it does.
my mom cast Modify Memory on me. I know how that
What?
feels. It's standard
Yeah, we've been over this.
School of Magic protocol. You can't know where the staff tunnels are. You can only know they exist unless you work there or go there, in emergencies. But
Okay, Sorry, that took me fucking loop real quick.
Uh,
Yeah, no, punk has modified memory. I mean, what?
Okay, cool.
but
So, amulet that we don't know what it does, but it's super powerful, only for sorcerers.
mhm.
Sword that we don't know shit about, and then hair we don't.
Yes, you got that right.
Okay.
Well,
Gordon-
we gotta snatch that weave.
Look, I don't know how he got that book, how he knew I was even disguised. You need to be careful though, because that book he's got in possession. Of course,
Yeah. So
I
if
re-
we're going to that school while he works there and we're seeing stuff, would he do anything to us in the
he wouldn't have to. The staff regard him in very high taste because I've always found it a little contrived, but they have this whole thing where if you're, hurt by society or whatever,
Society.
you'll flourish here. Sorcerers. There's an
I'm
orc.
gonna have a
We're not
society.
pretty
There's
nice
Garnar the
society.
Sharp. He's the illusion teacher. He was an orc. He had a pretty rough time even getting to the school, but eventually, it's stupid. He's like a half brother to me. My mom adopted him at a young age, and then he knew magic very well, and they just put him in a teaching
Side note,
position.
how good are you at protection shit?
Abjuration? That's not really my specialty.
No, because they mentioned they saw us with the wolves and stuff. So I'm wondering if they end up knowing again if they
You keep
Like,
cutting
are
out.
I
they
want
fucking-
you to be prepared.
Basically, are they watching us? And are they watching us now talk to you? And will they then go out
He-
to
he
you?
points
and
to the-
after you.
He points to the crystal at the top of the room. That is stopping any scrying, if that's what you're asking.
Would we be able to get like a portable version of those?
No.
I wish. Regardless, I just want to make sure you're making sure you're safe and they're not trying to get you.
As long
Because
as
they
I'm in
might.
these
You, like,
walls,
get you-
I'm
get- like,
fine.
get you-
Okay. Make sure you're being careful with your students as well. I know some of them
Yeah.
are traumatized from stuff, but also
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
so.
like,
Also,
it is
like,
important
some-
that
the-
you make sure they don't try to use
Sources-
one of your students against you.
Yeah, someone just
Ooh.
like Sorsen fucking summoned a stone golem or something and was like talking
Oh.
about it.
Or
Like,
God.
pretend
Crazy.
to have them,
yeah.
Oh lord.
pretend to have like. pretend to
Lepori,
be one
roll
of your
deception on that. What you just said.
Uh-oh. Crazy.
Jokes on you. I made sure to put deception, so that's a 21.
Okay,
Plus 4 in
perfect.
deception.
He does believe what you just told him. It's a whole golem.
Yeah, it's like a stone construct or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
it
letters do
traumatized
mention
the
a
people
stone
amazingly.
construct. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. You all go
Yeah.
on. I
Make
need
sure
to.
you're being safe.
Don't
Yeah, I
worry.
think they also tried to like
If
pretend
I
to
can
be
s-
us at one point, which was terrifying,
Oh.
but like
Okay.
yeah, so like
Listen.
basically we weren't here during that time, so
Mhm.
like anything about us most likely isn't real because we were at Terratona.
Oh,
Saving-
right.
Saving your hide.
Okay. Well, not really. I didn't get unpetrified, but at least you got someone who could
Well,
unpetrify
yeah, but we were
me.
the ones that went and
Even if
found
it was
somebody
my
to
ex.
unpetrify
You
you.
most likely would have gone re-petrified after the unpetrification if the seed was still alive.
Yeah, we had to get rid of the seed, and then when we came back here, one of the first places we went to was that store.
Yes,
Well-
and then I instantly asked anything for
Well,
unpetrification.
you wouldn't have
and he was
known
like, yeah.
that. Okay, maybe you would have known someone worked there. No, you haven't even been.
It's
in
a magic
you
shop. It's a
definitely should
magic
try to
store.
talk to him
Okay.
and work things out again.
No,
because
I'm not.
He's definitely still interested in you.
What?
He was willing to go to dinner with a
Oh
pretender.
yeah, so basically, Sorsen also pretended to be you, and apparently went
Told him he
to.
wanted to try a second chance and go out to dinner and stuff, and like clearly
What?
he's still into you if he would have said yes. So you two should literally just go out, try again, you know?
Sorsen
if
went
you
on a
listen-
date with my ex.
Yes, but as you, so like.
Yeah.
I need
but,
to go
like,
call
as-
my
but, like,
mother and tell her to kill him. Go now. I am going to
Okay,
get
that'd be-
very
no, that's
angry.
what
You could,
do.
yeah.
Literally go on a date again. Just
He-
try again.
If you could kill him,
He
fantastic.
Give it another
whips.
chance.
He whips around as you all yell these things to him and marches his ass back into the bookshelf room. And you could hear like you can't make it out, but he's clearly screaming like as something rings in that room. Are you all leaving that?
Also, read the How to Date for Dummies book.
Are you leaving the book there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You
No, I'm
leave
not
it
gonna
on
do
his
that.
desk.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take other books, but I don't think I will.
Again?
Well, I was like, I want more books, but also I'm like,
My god, wait. How many languages do you know?
he can't exactly hear you because he's still yelling and going.
Do you have a book of like languages or anything? You know, some kind of translation book.
Again, he's still just screaming at the top of his lungs.
Oh no, I'm not saying this to him.
Oh, well, you make a perception check for me to see if he does.
22.
You do not see any books on translation.
Cool,
You see
cool.
books on other languages, just nothing on translation. You make the assumption that this is probably because he knows comprehend languages.
Yeah. Worth a shot though. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, just continue. I'm just checking.
Are we all deciding to leave and head back for...
Fuck, it's divination.
I think we're good to head back to Dave too.
Alright, you exit,
And
and
finally hit the road.
Dave is again waiting outside, and you're all hitting the road?
Good Dave, to you.
I think we're good.
Alright,
Good Dave, mate.
if that's the case then, you
On
all...
the road again.
That's the circle. Wait, get rid of Flumen. As you all make your way back out over the original bridge, you come across the bridge where the Ticketmaster is standing with the two golems, and the cart is there. Dave excitedly runs up and jumps in the back, and he's like, "Whoa, guys, there's like pillows back here, and there's... Oh, you guys are gonna be fucking riding in style." And he...
And so are you, Dave. It's a wee venture now.
he giggles as he jumps into the front of the cart driver's seat and readies
Guys,
the
we've done
reins.
something great here.
Interact
We've
with each other
improved
while I go
someone's
shut my door.
life. Hey guys, I think we've done something great today.
No, you
We've
do
im-
now.
We've
I
improved this
think
man's
we've
life.
spent a
so much.
lot of gold today.
Listen, oh my God.
We spend all this time getting the gold. What's the point if we just keep a hold of it?
I have explosives, and you cannot rip them from my cold
Are we
hands.
all jumping at the back of the cart?
Is there still a spot next to Dave?
Yes, there's still space for two people to sit up there.
Cool. I'm grabbing a pillow and I'm sitting up there.
Oh boy. As Sith and Lepori, by the way, change your name. We're out of Flumen. Both jump into the back of the cart. You notice several pillows on the floor, a sort of like blanketed floor in the cart, and you also notice a small little. It's not a fridge, but it's a crate that has been shaped in the size of a mini fridge, and you could feel cold emanating from
God.
this fridge.
Fucking mini fridge.
It's a crate mini fridge.
A crinny
my
fridge.
A crinny fridge.
Crinny fridge.
You all get in this very luxurious cart. Dave holds the reins. He's like, all right, where to?
Fritzons.
Free tunes.
That's
Fritzons.
gonna be a pretty long trip, but okay. And
Yeah.
he flips the reins and takes you across the bridge. The Ticketmaster, he nods his head as you go by, with the golem standing right next to him. And you get to the river again. And do any of you have a bell to call Bartholomew?
I have the bell.
Hold on. How many times do you ring it?
Once.
Once. You ring the bell and the bridge unfurls, but still in kind of the way it did before when it saw you earlier doing some things it didn't approve of. It doesn't stop unfurling, but it slowly, disapprovingly unfurls, and
I'm sorry.
it still just doesn't really
You're
acknowledge
such
you.
a good bridge.
We love you.
It doesn't acknowledge any form of praise as
I'm so proud you're Tempest's son.
as you all make your
I
way
still love you, son.
as
Yeah.
you all make your way across the river. You come back
We'll
out
make it up to you
into
someday.
into the
Someday, more
into the Kitsuian Highlands, and you once again are now traveling the lands, but now instead of, by foot walking around just out of nowhere, just in the middle of something, you're now walking around on horses. in a cart, and this pretty cart makes its way upriver as Dave, who's very clearly well knowledgeable in the realm of Renovamen, takes you upriver, up the stream, using it as a sort of guide to take him up to Fritzuen's. However, everybody make a perception check for me, and I'm gonna make one for Dave
I can't
too.
wait. Do this. Fucking. Oh, 20. Okay.
20
Not, but
modded. Sith and Tempest.
That is a 15.
19.
You all can hear this giggling, including Dave. Dave takes notice of it too. You all can hear this giggling of. It does not sound like Sorson's giggling. First off, I know you're all thinking it, but it's a very
It's awesome. evil
sounding giggling that you can hear, but you can't exactly discern where it's coming from. It seems to kind of loop around and just. Do any of you react in any way? Dave is like looking around confused as he stops the horses.
Goblin, if I see your ass, even in spiritual form, I'll find a way to kill you.
I'm just debating pulling out my instrument and playing louder than the last. Drown it out.
Are you going to try to do that?
Honestly, I want to. Now.
Roll performance for me.
Good, gladly. 22.
22. You play your instrument, loudly, that the giggling is eventually drowned out, but you don't notice, because of this, when the giggling eventually stops, and in front of you appears a figure which, on closer inspection, doesn't really look all too threatening, but it is a strangely tall goblin in a gray trench coat wearing a wizard hat, and it giggles, saying, You've been stopped by the Riddler. He doesn't elaborate.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say, like, has
I
this
mean, we
been
get
an
to
hour?
do a riddle.
Have we been traveling for like an hour at least?
I would say yeah.
Okay, I want to have attuned to the.
We did say it earlier.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tune to the.
you've spending time with the deck, flipping through it and looking through it. The deck has now become attuned to you, although you can weirdly note that it has begrudgingly become attuned to you. You're attuned. It's just a little iffy about you. It's a little iffy
Anyway,
about
so
you.
you're the Riddler? Does that mean we get riddles?
well, yes, that's in my name. I'm the Riddler.
Cool, give a riddle.
What? Wait,
Give
you
a
what?
riddle.
I'm supposed to. You're supposed to be threatened. I'm the Riddler. I stop you in your tracks, and then
I
you.
love riddles. You're awesome.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. If you so wish to pass, dear travelers, I require you to answer one riddle I made up myself. What causes
Ooh.
all problems, all wars, all deaths, arguably, and is the one source of humanity's greatest downfall? I'll give you 3 guesses. I'll give you 3 guesses.
That's not my answer.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Just the immediate Lapori.
You get 3 guesses and 1 hint. I'm not that mean to first timers. I'll recite the riddle. He said, "What is the cause of all deaths and all wars, and arguably the cause of humanity's greatest downfall?"
Skillless shoot.
Life. I'm thinking.
Again, the hint still stands. I would just like to make that clear.
Huh?
The hint. I'll give you a hint if you want, since this is my first time stopping you on your travels. He's
What's the
smiling.
hint?
Okay, the hint is that this greed comes from all sorts of places. Criminals on the street, beggars in the alleyways, and businesses attempting to dominate the market.
Money?
Hey, zombie, real quick,
Uh-huh.
while he's giving the hint, um, can I pickpocket him with a mage hand?
No, I like him!
Cool,
Um,
you might like him, but I also want money.
Okay,
From him.
are you
Money, that's the answer.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna be very funny, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
huh?
Um,
let's do it.
roll sleight of hand.
All right, let's guess the number, lads. 24.
You notice that you try to pick the pockets of the trench coat with the mage hand, and you notice one of the goblins does see this but ignores it and allows this to happen, even though you so masterfully do it anyway. But you notice the pockets of the cart are completely empty. Or not the cart, of the trench coat are completely empty. And you also do take notice that the sleeves on this coat are not fully... The arms in this coat do not fully go through it. The arms are way too long. Which you take notice of
amazing.
as the sleeves are down by the pockets, which you make notice of when you touch them traveling by.
All right.
And-
Amazing.
So your answer was money. That's actually correct. You're really. Maybe I should stop you more often. You're rather fun. You have the answers to my riddles, and you're actually wanting.
I agree.
Oh, okay. You know what?
You want to
Stop
stop me?
that all the
Answer
time.
me.
You're
These riddles
great.
free.
Well, we don't give 3 riddles. That's a little
Nah,
stereotypical
I'm
to
gonna
us
get 3 riddles.
riddler givers. You know, we're mischievous. We give you riddles so you may pass, but we don't give you 3. Like, geez, like only one
Yeah, but
assault at
I'll
a
give
time.
3.
Riddles
You
for
have to you have to answer my riddle, then ask me one.
No,
Okay.
I like my
Your riddles
original
are fun,
material.
though. You should just do them for
And-
fun.
As he says he likes his original material, he takes a step and disappears. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're going to go on a little intermission here, as I will be right back.
Hey, I'm
Money.
back. What I miss?
I don't know. I think Lepori was the right answer.
I agree. I think we got stopped by the
Immediate Lepori.
fucking Riddler. We got stopped by
Oh.
the fucking Riddler saying, "Hey, answer me these riddles."
But it's riddles, and riddles are easy.
Yeah, and it was
Fantastic.
like, "What is the root of everything?" And I instantly went, "Me." And they're like, "Wait,
Yeah,
no, that's not my
what's the
answer."
cause of all wars and deaths, and arguably the cause of humanity's greatest downfall? Lepori.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're far off.
The answer
I
was
mean, the
money.
answer is money. So
The answer was money, and while saying that,
So that's
I was,
Lepori, right?
yeah, and while saying that, I was pickpocketing him.
My goodness.
Yeah.
shout out just that you're not supposed to like them. You're supposed to be threatening. No, it's riddles.
My gosh. My gosh.
Golly gee, even.
You bunch.
We're the great.
You are
I love
in
riddles.
this campaign.
I am.
You are. Just a concept. You are.
I will become this soon.
Well,
It will be.
I'm gonna go piss while zombies gone.
Go piss, Sunny piss. Anyway,
My goodness. My goodness.
goodness gracious. Were you here when we pinned the blame of
Yep.
whatever the entire
Yep.
thing we did
Yep.
on?
Yep.
We have our new Kendra.
My gosh.
Oh, someone did something. Oh, Kendra, Sawson.
Never be Lepori. No.
No, I would never do anything wrong.
Lepori, famously.
Mm,
Great.
Don't wonder why I could attune to the deck very easily when it asks for bad people. I wouldn't even worry about it.
Fear. So much fear
Amongst,
among us.
amongst. Also, in case you didn't hear, zombies gone to
Yeah, I heard that one.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, that one.
Bruh, playing on the modded SMP, and for some reason, three pillagers and 2 ravagers spawned by my house.
Fun.
I don't know why. Why are they here? Why are
For
you
their
in my house? I want
blood.
waffle fries.
The music just pauses. It's just really eerie. Music just randomly stopped. Like, oh,
Jump scare.
what do you mean?
Anti-jump scare, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't me.
Oh, I see. See, here I thought it was you the whole time.
It would never be me.
Never be you.
That was. In case you heard it. I don't think anyone, but just
Fantastic.
Pogazy.
Yeah, the reason it's so quiet is because two of you are spectators. One of our players went, and Zombie's gone too.
One's to the loo, one's to clean. So it is just being dies.
Are we allowed to talk?
No,
idea.
we're still on stream.
Oh yeah, that's the thing we do with this
Yeah,
campaign.
we're still on stream, so technically no. It's because it's just while zombie, so we're supposed to talk within ourselves. But Sunny is currently gone.
Oh yes, meow, cat sounds. Yes, yes.
Good eye,
I'm
it's
back.
me. Hi. I'm so sad that no one laughed at Good Dave.
I was before it was like your turn to do your bit in the shop, Panda. I was like a second off of when they said, "Oh yes, you need to be a sorcerer or a wizard or whatever." I'm like, "Oh yes, no, I get my powers from someone else." Because I've been in talks with our DM about what Sith patrons actually like, so very fun, very
before
fun.
I did what?
times. Before it was like your turn to go talk to like the shop owner and stuff. I nearly just was about to fucking drop patron info, but
you also said
God damn it.
Yeah, you also said yeah, I didn't see it in the Feywild. I can't remember if we
Oh, yeah.
know if you're from the Feywild or something.
Yeah, I heard Feywild.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
character I don't in character I don't know if we know.
I mean,
Other
Sith just like drops it whenever it's relevant. It's not exactly
No,
like a
Sid
secret.
said it. I
No, but I'm saying like
just ignored
does-
it. I was like, alright, fair
that's
enough.
the thing. I don't know if Lapori knows it, because Lapori wasn't there at that point.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But
so
to be
I'm
fair,
like,
it is also like I am an Eladrin, which is
Yeah.
like also related to the Feywild. So it's like
I'm just like, like I'm thinking, was there a different time before that it happened?
I don't think so.
I
Yeah,
might
no.
have brought it up once. I don't remember.
I don't think you have. You've
but
brought
yeah.
up like the having the master or whatever, but like you haven't brought up it like
I think you said like
Feywild
one
shit.
thing about Fey, just not the Feywild.
yeah.
I love the my journal chat now. Now that I've actually talked to zombie using it.
My backstory was like real quick, and it's not even a backstory. It's like a few points.
See, I had my
I'm a
backstory,
noble.
and I'm like, all right, zombie. But the thing is, with having a patron, I would like them to have some characters. So I was like, hey, zombie, do you want to make him a character?
Yeah. I love how like this magical artifact. Like I instantly know what we must do. Steal.
I'm still offended at that storefront. Like, what do you mean your main wares are like things that we need degrees to actually be able to use?
Yeah, I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, you could also get shit in China. Like, oh, probably should have led with that.
Yeah, well, the what's it called? The knave was fucking a moron, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
I had a nice hat.
did have a nice
The
hat.
only thing going.
Except I couldn't get a mushroom hat.
I'm so sorry, Sunny. Can't believe Zombie denied Sunny mushroom access.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
My new mission isn't to kill the guy. It's to get a mushroom hat.
Sun Tzu, Ukiki, if they're cleric temperament, seek to irritate them, steal their hats.
Steal their hat.
It was a tiny hat.
So I've had a certain someone send me character art for potentially a character if I end up doing a campaign.
When you end up doing your campaign.
Sorry,
Me and me and
when?
me.
Yeah, Sonny has made it canon now.
I can't wait to make another
No. Just based off what we talked about before Panda got here.
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
terrifying. I don't know what that is.
Only Ice and I get to know.
Okay.
And Zombie, but Zombie was there.
You thought we
Oh,
were
yeah.
done? That was our little intermission.
Oh, we're done. All right. I'll see
No,
you guys later.
no. Right.
Hey, it's me. I'm back.
Oh
What
my
did I miss?
god. Okay.
I was playing with fire there. I didn't know if my internet
I was gonna
up.
say,
Ooh,
I'm so
Imagine.
glad that you.
scary.
Yeah, I was scared. You're
Played with fire.
So where we left off from where I was, the Riddler, who looked like three goblins in a trench coat.
Oh, he
and,
wasn't actually called the Riddler, was he?
Yeah.
was.
Zombie the Dog.
His three goblins in a trench coat.
He
called the
looked
Riddler.
like he was three goblins in a trench coat, but the top one was at least a goblin, and he has now
I
disappeared.
don't know, they're my favorite.
He's now disappeared magically into the abyss, maybe, or he just went
I
back
hope
to
he
his
comes back.
to where he lives, and you all make your way up to the border of the Congel Tundra. It's a very
Yellow.
cold place. It's not a tundra in a traditional sense. It's not an Arctic area that you would consider to be a tundra, but the grass is dead. The plants that grow here seem to be specially adapted for what's the word? For colder
The plants
areas.
are dead. Blood is fuel.
No, the plants here seem to be specially adapted for the cold environment, and you all feel a chill. The two of you in the driver's seat feel a chill go up your spine as the temperature changes. But Lepori and Sith in the cart, you feel the same. You know, no dramatic
Amazing.
temperature change takes place, but you feel the same as you lie in the cart with all of these pillows and blankets. And
I have no regrets. I'd sit out here with Dave, even if it was snowing.
of course. And it doesn't take you very long to get to the one and only town of the Congel Tundra, as not many monsters inhabit this place, not many creatures go walking around. Even as you cross the tundra in its extensive area, you know that there's not much here, hopefully. Whatever
Hope.
would survive here is probably way too strong for you to kill it, even if there was anything. But from
Is that a challenge?
what you can assume, there's not much around. And as you pull up to this small town, really small town, you make...
Wait,
you-
how big is it?
Shut up. You find your way into this town that doesn't really look like a town, more just like a huge camp. It has several tents by campfires, which are marked by orange squares, by the way.
Ooh, under prison. Sorry.
Which I hope
Ooh.
you know,
I can't wait to
can
get put in there.
take note of.
Oh, can't wait to get you out
You
of it.
take note of the only 5 real buildings that are there, and you notice a lot of people around the tents chatting, and there's a lot of dwarvish folk here. A lot of dwarvish folk seem to congregate in this place, and you notice that a lot of the buildings also accommodate for dwarves, but seem big enough so that they could also have regular sized people enter them. And again, there are only 5 real buildings you can see. 4 of them are regular businesses or houses, but the other is a large stone wall with an arch and a sign hanging on it that looked like it said something before some tape was put over it and says, "Do not enter infestation." Let me get the helpful red circle out.
Has it been a day? Like, how long did it travel?
The travel to get up here, I'm trying to put this into words. The travel across the the tundra was rather intense, and it took you maybe about 2 hours to get from where you were here. Dave is, of course, experienced, though, so he knew how to cross the tundra. But you do notice the sun is now at its peak in the sky, but as you sit in the tundra, it only just feels cold.
All right.
So there's the buildings to your right, the one building in the middle, and the tents over to your left. Where are we going?
Wait, so what said what?
There are 4 regular buildings, but there's the stone kind of wall and archway with a sign on it, and you can't make it out from here, but it's a stairwell that has these things around it. And one side is like open, there's no wall, and there's a sign on it that looks like it said something, but now there's like tape over it and the words "Don't go inside, infestation" written on it in common.
When that's located where?
That is the entrance to the Tundra prison marked on the map.
Okay.
The other places look as if though they were... The buildings here are a little shabby, almost like survivalist shelters, but they still seem to make do with what they have here. As you notice, few farms or coal. And you also take notice... what's your passive perception, everybody? As you all hop off the cart...
13.
13, 12...
It's in our names. Wait, no, it's not.
13.
Different
The
campaign.
wrong Discord.
Hey, buddy.
It's like so many campaigns that I have it in.
13 and 12 is
You all can't quite make him out, but you do take notice of several non-dwarvish people by the tents in green uniforms.
Is anyone looking at us?
No, nobody's looking at you. The cart is parked. Some people take looks at your cart, but don't really make much of it. And Dave is like kind of shivering and chattering, like, "Oh,
Dave, come inside the cart.
okay." He crawls at the back of the car. He's like, "Oh, this is rather."
Yeah, I'd recommend
Nice.
staying in here for just a little bit.
How we're gonna go to the.
Oh yeah, we are, but
see if they have any coats, would you?
Yeah, it's more just like green, which is usually Terratona.
What?
There's some green cloaked individuals.
Cloaked, or are they like in regular? Yeah, because that just sounds like if they're not cloaked, that's probably just night market staff. I don't know why they'd be here.
Let me check. Like poke my head back out again and have a look.
Make a perception check to see if you can discern what green outfits, what type.
19.
These people are wearing green outfits. They're not cloaks. They have green shirts on, but they have several belts with like daggers on them, and some of them are even carrying backpacks. They all seem to be congregating around this circle of tents by this building labeled Local Supply Cache, which you can see on a sign on said building says Local Supply Cache. These green uniformed people are all congregating in the tent circle nearest to it. And they aren't cloaked. They do not look like Terratona officials. Why Terratona council officials would be out here, though, you do question why you would think they would be.
Listen, I'm stupid, okay?
It's okay.
And so is Lapori. So. Most. It looks like they're just cloaks instead of they're not cloaks.
Yeah. Then it's.
Tip the tongue. Don't worry about
not
it.
sure why night market staff. Jeez, would be out here, but yeah, that's probably just night market staff. I don't know why they'd be out here though. I haven't heard anything.
I guess
about
resources. I so they're trying to get their back.
I don't know why they'd be out here though, because they should be running the night market cart.
The night market's not a thing anymore.
What?
Night market went boom boom.
Oh, yes, it did.
They well, I mean, they could be here to get raw resources. I don't know. The dwarves here are known for that. I haven't actually been here though. It's so fucking cold. He's kind of like wrapping himself up in pillows, trying to shield himself. He's still cold, but the cart is doing its best to warm him up.
To be honest, I'm not. I don't have my. I'm a twink, so I'm not going to be doing very good in the cold either.
I'm still just
Oh.
sitting outside. Like,
Tempest,
even I'm sitting there.
make a wisdom saving throw to see if you succumb to the telltale features of being cold.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The telltale features of
The
being
telltale heart,
old.
telltale fart.
Shut up.
17.
It's obvious you're trying not to show it, but you physically can show you're unaffected by the cold, even though the cold is indeed getting to you a little bit.
Never said I was trying to hide it. I just said
okay.
I wasn't moving. Yeah.
Well, you still are affected by the cold. Are we getting out of the cart and going anywhere?
Can we go get coats or something?
Yeah, we probably should.
Are you?
Agreed.
Where are you all going to go to attempt to find coats?
Fucking.
Cold gear.
I was gonna say the cold gear trading post.
The cart stays parked where it is. Dave stays in the back, and you make your way up to this building that has the words Cold Gear Trade Post on it, and a large line is making its way out of several different kinds of people. You do take one look, and you do kind of see some familiar faces up at the counter, but you can't quite make them out through the frosted windows of this area. You think you recognize them, but you're not quite sure. And the line is of some dwarves, it's of some other people. You know, you even notice a dragonborn in this line, but the line kind of extends
God
out of the
fucking damn it.
building, and the dwarf, there's a dwarf kind of walking up and down the line, and he comes to you and he goes, yeah, you kind of got here at a bad time. The line's pretty long. People have been wanting to make I think it's freshman year for the students of the Renovamen School of Magic, so you're gonna be waiting a while. I'm sorry, I can't do a good Scottish accent. It ends
Do
up
they
turning
have
Australian.
chaperones come with them?
What?
Do
Oh,
they have chaperones come
no.
with the students?
No, lassie, it's a rite of passage. They go through the forest to get to the school themselves.
Is it
Oh.
cold in the forest, or is it like?
No, it's only dangerous by the fuck. I keep going to Australian. It's only dangerous by the animals that so inhabit it.
Oh,
Ah,
all right.
how long does this
How's the
length
mountains?
Has
Are
the
the
what?
mountains cold?
The
How's the mountains?
The mountains, it depends on the weather. You know, it could be anything up in the mountains. It could be warm. It could be cold. This time of year, you can't really tell.
It's a bib. Sorry. All right. Thank you.
I'm just here to make
long
sure the
does
line
this line
is.
usually take?
Oh, I think it's just a couple of idiots up at the front counter. I should probably go help. This dwarf turns to go and help, and you notice this
What else
dwarf
to
is
help?
clad in some metal armor, and you notice a sword on his back. Oh no, I got this, lass. And he kind of squeezes through the door, and you could hear him like yelling at these people. You can't make it out from where you are in the line, but you also
So it's
notice
like-
some people in front of you take a look up there to see what's going on.
Lepore just like looks at Tempest. He called me a mist. Oh, maybe that's a new trick I could do. Maybe I can like get some more money out of it. Like pretend. Yeah, get him well in bed. All right. Anyway, let's. Do we want to wait or should we go to thumbnails?
Oh,
Do we want to wait in line or do we want to go to someone else?
I mean,
Don't worry about what I just
kinda
said.
need-
You deviant Lapore.
We're not gonna worry about that.
listen. It's always good to have
we
like
kind of need coats.
some kind of plan in case one of your schemes doesn't work out. Anyway, yeah, we probably should, but we're gonna get him. We're just gonna wait in here.
You got any bright ideas?
I just like smile at Tempest.
If you manage it, go ahead. I ain't helping.
I'm just saying, like, you could just like go in and grab a little, like, just
Yeah,
like
go
off
on.
the top.
Go on.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
What?
Dexterity saving throw right
That's a
now.
9, but I feel like that fails. But I can add a D4 if that's a fail.
Why could you add a d4?
Because I have lucky footwork. When you fail a dexterity saving
Ah.
throw, you can use your reaction to roll a D4 and add it to the save.
Add it then.
So that's a 4. So that's a 13 in total.
Yeah. Sith and Tempest.
Oh, we're all going.
Mm-hmm.
Where
All
are
of
my
you.
dice?
All of you.
I wonder if there's like going to be a fireball. Wait, we've long rested during this time, right? Yeah. Okay. I just realized I was low
You
health.
long rested at the inn before
Yeah.
this session.
Unnatural
Nat
20.
20, 25.
Unnatural 20. And then a
Okay,
natural 20,
so
that's great.
unfortunately, Lapori, you were 5 under the DC, and the dwarf you
Oh.
saw go in earlier comes flying out the window. The window is to the side, keep in mind, but he comes flying out almost like a curveball. He's almost been rolled up into a ball, and he comes flying out in a curveball and slams straight into you. I'm gonna ask you to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage as his entire body slams into you wearing this metal armor.
Okay. Fantastic.
Oh my god.
He was going fast. That's why the DC was so high.
Is he awake? Is he still conscious?
By the way, I just wanted to be known, I got a 3 on that dice. 3 plus 6, then plus the 4.
Oh, on your
My D20.
yeah.
My deck save.
How much damage?
Yeah, I
do
have
you
plus
take?
6 deck save. Huh?
2d8 bludgeoning damage. Go.
Oh, I roll it? Okay.
Oh fuck yeah.
Is he conscious?
I'm an idiot.
8. I took 8. I got 2 and a 6.
Okay, well, the dwarf slams into you and you go flying, and Tempest and Sith, who are still standing, notice that the window, sorry about that whole damage, notice the window has been broken open by this, and the familiar faces you thought you recognized kind of step out with several coats in their hands, Shiro holding multiple, and Sullivan holding more, and Sorsen in the middle goes, well, I would call that warming the place up a little bit. And he looks to the line. He says, I'm sorry. Do you want one?" Pointing, like making a notion towards Tempest.
You're a dick.
I'm sorry. I'm a
zombie.
what?
Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm falling down under
You
this
are
guy.
what you eat, which is dick.
Whoa! That's really homophobic of you.
Fucking book. Yeah, hey zombie. While I'm under this guy and the Sorcerer is not looking at me because there is a whole man on top of me,
Mm-hmm.
can I use my funny little mage hand to steal his amulet?
You could go ahead and try. But that's
Mhm.
roll.
Do I need to make a sleight of
Looking
hand?
at us.
Do
I'm
I need to
gonna
make a sleight of hand?
yeah. Roll sleight of hand for that.
26. Nat 20 plus 6.
You as this mage hand grabs onto the amulet, Sorsen immediately locks onto you, and it becomes clear that this amulet is not just a physical object he wears. It almost is like an extension of his body, and the hand begins to tug at the amulet, but it doesn't work. And Sorsen goes, "I really don't think we want to make this a situation right now, so please stop tugging on the
as
magic."
a side note, though, did you have to throw the door? Like, come on.
He said a mean thing about me and called me a woman. The dwarf on top of Lapori gets up. Aye, that's what you fucking are, you bitch. I could sew your
Wait, did
mouth
he
shut.
call you a woman? Did he
Yes.
gender you?
Yes, he called me a woman, so I
kicking the
kicked
door.
him.
he also. Oh, you're just gonna ignore that he also did it to me? And just because it was Sorcerer?
I call everyone lass.
Yeah,
He
I was
didn't
gonna
work.
say. He does it to everyone.
It's okay, I'm kicking the door anyway.
Ow, you bitch. Jesus, I just got Ow. He doesn't say much after
Some
that.
people, look, you can call people that all you want. Some people don't like being mis-
I just call everybody lass. You can't. You
Well,
can't.
reevaluate yourself. Don't call
I live
everybody-
in the middle of the tundra. I don't get time to reevaluate myself.
You've got plenty of time. Lay down there and think about it.
If we're done here, we're going to go. I think we have all the coats we need.
Zombie.
Yeah.
While my hand is still invisible, after pulling on the amulet, could I like maybe float it over a tiny bit and try and
You have
take
not
the
gotten
hair
it off his
off
neck.
No, as in not with
Oh.
the amulet.
Gave
So I'm
up
gonna
on
like
the
stop.
amulet, yeah.
I'm gonna stop grabbing it, and I'm gonna move my mage hand over while
Yank-
still invisible mage hand.
Strength
and
check.
just grab his hair
Strength check
from the invisible hand. All right.
with the
Come
strength
on.
check.
Cut minus.
One, not a natural one, but 4 minus 3.
You don't just like not only
Brush
fail
his
horribly at grabbing
hair.
his hair, you kind of like stroke it, but the hair feels natural. Sullivan shivers, drops the jackets, turns to you. That
I look horrified at him.
I don't know what the hell that was, man. Fuck this. You know, fuck this whole. He turns to Sorcerer Cheryl. Fuck this whole. I don't know. Goddamn. Why are we not just fucking killing him, boy? I don't understand. Why are we not? You know what? And he begins to pull various scrap metal out of his pocket. Sorcerer turns. No. Do not do that. Shiro also drops the coats in a little bit of horror. Boss, I'm getting sick and tired of just standing here and fucking with them when we are contracted to kill them. Is that not what we are contracted to do? Yes, but this is funny.
Oh, Sullivan, how was your dinner date last?
Yeah, you went on
I
a date
didn't-
with somebody else's ex.
I didn't go on a dinner date. What do you...
No, not fuck. Sorcerer, not Sullivan. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it was wonderful, really. He was
You
delightful. We kissed a little. It was really good.
I'm sorry, the way you
my-
said that made me
my
laugh so much.
goodness.
We kissed a little.
It was great, even if I was disguised, even if I was disguised as, you know, someone else. It was rather nice. But
you go
that's
on
not
the-
the.
date because you're lonely.
No! Sullivan has now continued to fumble with this scrap metal and pulls out a very makeshift looking gun. And you can tell this is a gun that works and is an actual gun and not a stick, and points it at you. Boss, I'm just gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill him right here. I'm just gonna do it right now, right here. No. I will make sure you do not get paid. I'm gonna do it right now. No. Why not? He points the gun at Sorcerer. Okay, first off, you don't really want to point that gun at me. Second off, this is funny, as I've said, and funny hee hee ha ha, you know, might seem stupid to you because you have the brain the size of this amulet right here, which is frankly impressive for you since I would think it would be smaller. But this is funny, we're having fun, and we don't need to kill them quite yet because frankly I think it's boring. The line that was there before just is kind of encircling watching this. You know what? You make your decision on your own here. I'm not going to do anything for you here. I'm not going to make any decision for you. You want to fight them? You be my guest. Me and the intelligent... Well, I don't know if he's intelligent either. He hasn't ever spoken to me, even though he clearly knows
Skill
sign
issue.
language. Don't say skill issue. Shiro looks like he's trying to hold in a laugh, even though you know he probably physically cannot make that sound.
Zombie, I need you to look in player chat.
What's going on in player chat?
Hey, zombie. Can I steal the gun?
I would
got a
say
nat 20.
roll it at advantage, but it doesn't seem to matter. As Sullivan is arguing with Sorsen, you manage to slip the gun out of his hand. This doesn't go unnoticed by Sorsen, but
I
he
was gonna
doesn't
say,
seem to
can
care.
I then minor illusion the gun in his hand?
What do I need to roll to see if he discerns?
Again.
By the way, I know we have
investigation.
2 minutes or like a minute until end time. Are
Yeah.
we good to keep going? Or
No,
we
I have
end
to go
when you
for it.
have to end.
okay.
We do have to end because I have another D&D session.
Oh
in
yeah,
a minute.
excuse me. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll
Ew.
just do this. What do I have to roll?
Investigation.
Investigation. Let's see here. I have to find his stat block. He actually has a +2 to that.
As a side note, based on spectator chat, while this is happening, I'm picking Sith up, so it's warmer.
Since you rolled a nat 20 on that, he doesn't notice that he's holding the gun. But since we are at end time, I'll just set the scene here. Sullivan is arguing with Sorsen. Shiro is seemingly readying to disarm him at any second. Lepori, you have the gun in your possession, but the dwarf is still
I have a gun.
on top of
Cool.
you. And Tempest and Sith are by your side this entire time.
My
What?
bunny in one arm and Sith in the other.
Of course, as you
You
would.
have
But-
Sith. You have Sith in the bun. I am a bun and I have a gun.
Oh god. The situation is getting slightly tense as Sullivan is becoming angry with his boss about this. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight. Sorry, losers, but we can't go any longer. Anyone we want to raid, we'll continue next session, from this point.
Yo, we talking raids?
Yeah, who are we raiding?
We are raiding Kit today.
Are we
Wow.
raiding which kit?
Kit_likes_bees.
Yeah.
I've
Valo
never-
stream.
Okay.
Also, zombie. I'll send the thing in player chat for the.
All
point
right.
redeem.
Okay. Perfect. You gave me the. I saw your fucking point redeemed. Jesus.
Enjoy 10k channel points. I get another tweet.
All right, everybody, go raid. Thank you all for coming, and we'll continue this from a very tense standpoint. Next Tuesday, or maybe earlier. Just kidding. Probably next
Yippee!
Tuesday.
I have a gun. I got a Glock in my